What's good with y'all, man? And then I want to talk about girls, films particularly, dating first time stud. And when I say that, I mean like the stud just decided that she gonna be a stud and she wanna go ahead and try it out and see what it's like because she got the feeling that she is a stud. And I want to talk about how difficult that can be because I'm not gonna lie, when I first realized that I wanted to be a stud, it was so. I realized how different it was then, how it is now, man. I was doing everything all wrong, but I fixed that. But I know there are some girls who dealing with that problem, and I know there are some girls who are just becoming studs, and I can tell how they slowly starting to get, the gist, because they still got a whole bunch of, a whole bunch of feminism sensitivity, basically. They got a whole bunch of the soft, sensitive side in them, and they don't know how to kind of hide that. And a lot of studs, they have to hide that. You don't necessarily have to hide that side. You can still be a stud and still be sensitive. There are such things as sensitive studs. But I mean, there are, I'm talking about the type that is sensitive and it's not very dominative. They still want somebody to kind of take charge completely, tell them what to do and all that stuff. And I don't know, that's kind of beginner-like. And I know girls who go out with that type, and they got the type that go out with the first time studs on purpose, and then you got the ones that go out with the first time studs not knowing that they first time studs. And I want to talk about the ones who go out with first time studs not knowing that they first time studs. How do you, what makes you start to notice that this girl ain't really been like this all her life? She just kind of new to this thing, Is it the way she walk? Or is it the way she talk? There's a voice. I mean, not a voice, but is the way she talk still kind of femmish? Or, something like that? Or is it don't have enough swag to it or something? Or maybe it's the way that they act when they do certain things. How do they act when they do it, Because I don't know, me, the studs that I know and the type of stud that I am, we kind of act a certain way and we got a certain swag to it. And the way we move around and everything like that and the way we react is different than a way a femme would, Because it's more masculine. We're not trying to be dudes, but we just more masculine, we dominative like that. And I want to know, can girls, tell if you're starting to act like that? If you just now starting, you trying to act like that, but you're not officially there yet. And you trying to become a full-on stud because you brand new to the game. I want to know how y'all can tell if somebody's brand new to the game. And then once you find out, do you stay with that person? Or do you have to let them go because you don't want no beginner? You want somebody who already knows what they doing. And, hold on a second. Yeah. But I want to know, how y'all react in them kind of situations. Because if it's I want to know how y'all take it. Because I know some people, trust me, I know some people who will leave you if they find out that you're a beginner stud because they don't want to deal with that stuff of having to cope with your newness and everything like that. Because trust me, the family's going to want something from that stud, and the stud's not really going to know what to do in that situation. Especially sometimes if you just hanging out and let's say somebody disrespects your girl, it's kind of hard to do that when you're a brand new stud. You don't know whether to get all buff and stuff or kind of step in. You really don't know what to do. But it's I want to know if the femmes do lead the stud, why can't y'all just stay with the stud? And for the femmes that stay with the stud, what makes y'all want to stay with? Do you feel like there's a chance that of course she's gonna evolve and become a stud? Or is it the fact that of course the fact that you don't love her, If you love the stud, you're going to stay with the girl. But I mean, if you think you might start getting some strong feelings for her, or do you just not want to give up and quit because that you might be walking out on the best thing that could have happened to you? I mean, I want to know, how films react to first-time studs. Because that's a major thing. Because especially now, because the gay community is growing larger than we think it is. I mean, I mean, not just gays and lesbians, but I mean the gay guys, transsexuals, you know, all of that. We growing more than we think. And, you know, every day, I know it. I know it's true. Every day, there's a new stud, there's a new film, there's a new gay guy, you know. It's always something new. There's a new transsexual, you know. It's always something new, and they got to know how to get adjusted to that. And I want to know how people react, like in a relationship with that kind of person that's still getting adjusted. Unless you're like, I feel that maybe like if you're both getting adjusted, is that easier than if you already are just getting with somebody who really is new to the game? You know, I just want to know the answer to them kind of questions, you know. And if y'all got some answers, you know, let me know, and I'll be appreciative of that. So, you know, comment, rate, subscribe.